Going on? It is Wolf here for Wolf's Reviews and Gaming. Just wanted to give a little video on Fortnite. We're going to be discussing the Battle Royale. It's more going to be a review of like things that I want, to see be changed, or my issues with the games, things like that. This is my opinion, so I'm not making this to piss anybody off or upset them if it's your favorite game. It can be fun at times. It's just stuff I want to see change because it's kind of annoying. I've seen things in games that shouldn't be happening. Stuff like that. But we're just going to get right into it while we're loading here. Very first thing I'm going to start off with is the servers. Alright, there we go. What I mean by the servers is that I've noticed either at times the games are incredibly laggy, and the lag has actually gotten me killed in the past, whether I'm playing squads, duos, solos, whatever. The servers need to get fixed. I understand it's so-called still early access, whatever, but the servers need to get fixed. I mean, there's way too much lag. I don't know how else to explain it other than there's too much lag. But also moving on to the next thing I want to discuss is going to be the storm. I understand. I was to say right now, I'm probably going to get people in the comments saying, well, you don't know what storms are for. I understand storms are to push people together. The issue I have with it is that it either comes in too quick now because they updated it, so now it comes in quicker, which shouldn't happen. It does way too much damage later on in the game when you're really close to other people, and out of nowhere you get freaking 6 to 7 damage, maybe even more, for getting stuck in it. I understand why that is, but maybe kind of decrease it, or maybe the storm shouldn't keep shrinking when you're already in front of each other. The storm should only get so small. Something else I have an idea for that I think Epic should kind of keep this a little more fair is you should not be able to shoot while you're inside the storm, or if you're outside the storm. People that are outside the storm should not be able to shoot through the storm itself. There should be a barrier where the storm gets blocked off. I've gotten killed way too many times because I'm already taking damage from the storm and some idiots just right out the storm waiting for you to shoot you once and you're dead. It's ridiculous. You don't have time to bandage, you don't have time to medkit, nothing. But yeah, so maybe change that. Or if they're gonna do that, I would like to see maybe they decrease, like, it shouldn't take, maybe put a time limit in it. Say maybe 10 to 15 seconds before you actually start taking damage from the storm. This way, if people are inside, you can at least try to fight each other without already taking damage from the storm. I get that, they put you in the storm and you do damage so you don't camp in it, I get that. But I mean, people take advantage of the people in the storm way too much. You're already taking damage from the storm as it is, and then you got people shooting at you. By the time you build and do this and that, you're already freaking dead. The other thing about the storm is, like I said, maybe just decrease the time. Like, give you a certain time limit before you actually take that instant damage. Let's see. You don't have your voice shared, what do you say? Alright, moving on to the next thing I've noticed. I've heard everybody that I play with complain about this stuff too, so I know it's not just me. I'm sure everybody else agrees. This is going to be in regards of the time for things to be drank. Like the chug jug, for example. The chug jug, in my opinion, takes way too long. It's like 15 seconds by the time you drink that, say especially if you're just outside the storm, you're trying to pop a chug jug, somebody's already out front, they shoot at you. They need to either decrease the amount of time it takes or speed it up. It should probably take maybe 10 seconds. To take off that little 5 seconds or something, make it the same time as a med kit. I understand it's giving you both, health, 100 health and 100 shield, I get that, but sometimes it's just a little much. Alright, I already got one. But, yeah, I got slurp too. I already used it. But, anyways, moving on to that the revive, it takes too long for you to revive people as well. I think only in duels maybe they should decrease the amount of time it takes for you to revive your teammate, because in other squad mode, if you're playing squads, if you have 4 people, you can have at least 3 people try and revive you, and maybe 2 people try and revive you to speed it up, and then 1 protecting you, anything like that. But time needs to be sped up on that as well. I can't tell you how many times I've had one of my partners knocked down. By the time I'm trying to revive them, teams are already pushing up, they're building up to you, they're rushing you with shotguns, stuff like that. But, alright, I'm coming there now. Moving on from that, so it's pretty much just like I said, Chug Jug needs to be sped up, the reviving needs to be sped up, maybe just in duel speed it up a little bit, and the medkits. Medkits also need to be used like quicker. They need to decrease the time on that. Especially because if you're inside the storm, you got a medkit, especially if you're inside storm later on in the game and you're taking more damage. By the time you pop that medkit, you can die from it. I've had it happen to me. Next thing I just want to discuss quickly are the guns. I don't understand what happened to the guns. I've been playing this game for quite a long time, even before they started nerfing things and like Scar, things like that, for example. I've noticed there's so much unbalanced issues with the guns. I have had it so many times where I'm using a green pump shotgun, I shoot people in the head twice, it's doing a certain amount of damage, and they're not dying. When I can get shot once with full 100 health and full 100 shield, I'm getting shot once with a green pump and I'm getting knocked. When I'm shooting other people in the head, because I'm positive it's in the head, you can tell a headshot because you see those yellow numbers popping up. It means you're getting a headshot. On top of that, it seems like whoever shoots first dies first. I don't understand this. I've had it with Widow has had this. I've had it in squads where you start shooting at people, even if they're not building. They cannot build. You start shooting at them, they'll shoot you with something else and kill you instantly. And people could probably be like, okay, well, maybe they're shooting you with a different gun or they're getting headshots. I get that. Almost every gun I use, I always try to aim for the head if I can. It's just, there needs to be a little bit more balance in the guns. I've known they decrease the damage that the tactical shotguns do. I've seen other YouTubers do, like, updates and what they change, stuff like that. I've seen they decrease the damage that the tac shotguns do. Not too much, but it can definitely make a difference. Really? Alright. Moving on, so from the balance is the Scar. I want to talk about the Scar. The most beloved gun in the game. Everybody loves the Scar. It's kind of fortunate that they decreased the damage that it actually does now. But the Scar has been nerfed to the point where it's a lot more inaccurate. It, like, has less range. He's behind the tree. He, just bear with me, guys. It's kind of hard trying to do this and play at the same time. Let me try to kill these guys first. He's going up that. He got knocked. There's only one guy on the ramp. But while she's doing that, as I was saying about the Scar, it is to the point where it is either completely inaccurate or that you have to kind of use the Scar now as a burst rifle. If you shoot one bullet at a time, the Scar does become a lot more accurate. I understand it did need to kind of get fixed a little bit. Sometimes it was completely accurate, and you could shoot people across the map with it. It would do so much damage. I kind of agree that they should have changed it, but at the same time I kind of don't, especially if it's a gold variation of that weapon. If it's a gold Scar, it should be doing the max damage possible. If you can get lucky to find that gold Scar or any gold weapon in the game, you should be rewarded for that. That's the point of the game. You want to find the best loot that you possibly can. So I would like to see maybe the guns be a little more balanced, especially shotguns. I am kind of glad they got rid of that double pump. Double pump shotguns were ridiculous. I know a lot of people love that. I used it all the time. And even myself, I was just like, it's incredibly overpowered because you could go up against somebody with a rifle. You got 2 green pumps, they were pretty much guaranteed dead if you know how to use it. So that I do agree with. That's pretty much all for that. So like I said, I just want to see a little bit more balance between the guns. Maybe like change the accuracy to where it actually is a lot more accurate. I've known like the white rifle, the white assault rifle especially, it's still like you have to fire the gun like a burst. Almost every gun you have to do that. I mean, it's common sense, you know, you shoot 1 bullet at a time, you're a lot more accurate. Makes sense, but it's just if it's an assault rifle, you should be able to shoot without having to worry about burst. If you're getting shot, you don't have time to worry about 1 bullet at a time. But as you can see right here too, since this is live, you can see that we're having issues connecting to the matchmaking. I have so many issues with this. I've had this literally 1 time, 15 times. I do not understand what the problem is here. It's not my internet. I'm gonna say that right now. I run off 100 megs of internet connection. I have a very steady internet connection. I don't ever have any other problems in any other games. I can play Call of Duty, every other game online, not one problem with internet speed, connect, anything like that. This game I could sit here for 20 minutes and try to get into a game. But as I was saying, back to the rifles, maybe it's change up a little bit more of the accuracy, maybe do a little bit more damage. The white rifles are kind of weak. It kind of makes sense, but when you're first starting off, you should have a little bit better of a chance of actually killing them, because if somebody opens up a chest, or you know, say they get a blue one, they instantly have an advantage. I understand, you know, it's completely random, I get that, but it's kind of unfair at times when somebody gets a better gun than you. Your guns should not determine who gets the kill. It should be all about skill. Anyways, moving on to one other thing I would like to see get changed, which they actually just changed this. I don't understand why. They increased the amount of burst rifles you find. I do not use burst rifles. I do not know anybody that uses burst rifles. I always know people that use either, you know, SCARs or other assault rifles, the green or blue scope rifles, anything like that. I would like to see that get decreased. I have literally found 9 burst rifles at one time, which that's a little much. I mean, especially if you already have one, why do you need 8 more? But yeah, I'd like to see that kind of get decreased. Speaking of the weapons too, I'd also like to see one other thing change. I'm sure a lot of people would agree with this. You should not get common white guns out of a chest. If you go to a chest, you should be able to at least be guaranteed a green. Obviously, you don't need to get a blue, because obviously it's a better one, but at least you should get a green. They should only have the white rifles on the ground that you can pick up, things like that. I should not be going to a chest after chest, and finding 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever amount of common burst rifles or common assault rifles. If you open up a chest, you should at least get a green rifle. That's just my opinion. Maybe a lot of people don't agree with that. Just stuff that kind of irritates me. But, yeah, I might lend a little soon, Widow. But, the other thing I want to do and talk about too are the V-Bucks. Since I'm in the middle of the game, I really can't do it right now, but I don't know if you guys could see it anyways. I don't know if you can show this PlayStation Store, but the prices of the V-Bucks are a little too expensive. Each outfit costs about 2,000 V-Bucks, which is a little much. That's, you know, $20 per thing, per outfit. But, Widow, do you exactly know how much they are? And you have somebody coming near you. Do you know how much they are off the bat? Things like $10 for 1,000. For $25, you get like 5,000, I believe. For $60, I think you get like, what is it, like 10,000 or something? No, that's a $100 one. I'm not exactly sure, but you know, for $100 you get 13,500. Yeah. But as I was saying, they need to decrease the prices if that's at all possible. It's a little too much. Either decrease the prices in the V-Bucks, or, you know, make it where you can actually earn the V-Bucks more if you're playing on you know, just Battle Royale. I know a lot of people keep saying on Save the World you can earn V-Bucks on there. You can earn V-Bucks off the Season Pass, you know, Battle Pass or whatever, but Battle Pass doesn't give you that much. If they're going to do that, where you can make it as a reward, I would like to see a little bit more, no, there's a rifle over there. But there's a, you may forget what I was saying now. Bear with me, people. Like I said, it's kind of hard. I'm still kind of new. I don't know how to do the editing and all the ads. Bear with me here. I don't know how to do gameplay and talk on top of that. But the V-Bucks that you earn from the Battle Pass, Season Pass, whatever you want to call it itself, are kind of useless. I mean, you can only earn about 500, which it takes you so long to either get that. I don't really use emotes. I really only use like dances and stuff like that. I don't really use, like, you know, throw up like a GG and stuff like that. I don't ever see anybody use them too much. I use more of the dances and things like that. So I mean, maybe decrease the amount of things you can get inside the Battle Pass for getting emotes. I'd rather get more V-Bucks out of it. Especially if you're gonna buy the Battle Pass, you can get more V-Bucks back. Yeah, that too. Widow doesn't have her voice share, but she was pointing out too that maybe you earn a little bit more XP from that. Especially, yes, it takes a lot more of a grind. You gotta grind this game out so much longer if you want to actually level up higher. I mean, that could be changed. I mean, you don't really earn that much XP in the beginning in the first place. The only time you earn a decent amount of XP, it seems like the better you do, the better XP you get. Kind of makes sense, but I mean, it should be a little bit more balanced in that. A lot of people don't really do that well, if that makes sense. I've seen a lot of people that don't really do that well. And it's kind of fortunate for them because if, you know, you're doing a match, you're trying to level up too, whatever. It's kind of unbalanced with that, in my opinion. But, that's kind of it. I'd like to see the V-Bucks either get changed in the price on the PlayStation Store, or actually have it where you can earn other V-Bucks. Maybe earn V-Bucks for doing daily challenges instead of, you know, what you get, like the XP. You get XP for doing daily challenges. Even if they have to, they can make it a little bit harder of a challenge where you earn, say, you know, 200 V-Bucks, 300 V-Bucks, whatever, per challenge you can complete. Especially for people that are, you know, already leveled up and, you know, tiers, you're already tier 100, you're no longer earning V-Bucks, which is unfortunate. So if you're already tier 100, now you have to start buying them. They should make a way you can actually earn. I know, like I said, people keep telling me you can earn V-Bucks inside of the Save the World, but I'm probably going to wait for that to become free, because it's going to be free sooner or later. They keep saying, Epic has already said they're going to make the Save the World campaign free. We'll probably wait for that. But, yeah. This is my opinion, like I said. I'm not trashing the game, it's just a couple things I'd like to see changed. I still like the game, but as a review, as of right now, because of all these issues I'm noticing, it's going to be probably at a 5 out of 10 for me. My personal opinion. It's not that bad of a game. You know, kind of fun at times, but there should be a lot more things to get changed. I'd like to see a little bit more balance. You know, it's just everything I've already said and listed down. That kind of stuff I would like to see changed, but yeah. Down the line I might do some random gameplay if you guys want to see that. Of either squads, duos, solos, whatever. If you guys want to see actual gameplay, I can do gameplays. Let me know in the comments what you want to see. And if I can get a squad together, I'll get a squad together. Or, if not, I'll just do some solos, whatever you guys want. Just let me know. And it's going to end it for this video. Hope you guys did enjoy. And if you are new to my channel, feel free to subscribe. Leave the video a like. It does help me out a lot. Since especially I'm still kind of new. So I'd like a little bit more likes on the videos. If you guys can do that, that would be great. I'd greatly appreciate that. And I hope everyone has a good day, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.